Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think...
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in... The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And he is going to have the Chargers' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Let's go.
They'll run with Dobbins. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good 1st step.
Forced out to his left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be 2nd down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Hey, Lion.
On play action, Lawrence looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not.
On red.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week, pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. In motion goes the tight end. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hold the ready. Red on red.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Another tote for Etienne. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Sink right.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.
Rip, 23. 11. It's hot.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Ladd McConkey his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes our score 17-0. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Hey, run. 11, Agate. Here we go, sir.
Now Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
Hey, let's go.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So this drive spans 7 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And, Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Here's Herbert. That's caught right side by Palmer. And he gets it inside the 35 and just...
Hey. Silver.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Lawrence will throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Brian Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Golden Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Superdome in New Orleans, where you see the final score there. Alvin Kamara, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And this offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Rip, 23.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Lion.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Hey, run.
Etienne on the toss right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2nd down and 8.
Hey, go.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. A handoff for Etienne. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
First down and goal to go. Red on red.
Etienne is into the end zone. Touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. J.K. Dobbins leading the way as the offense returns to the field. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He completes this to Sutton. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way.
Hey.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
That is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return.
Rip, 23.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Etienne. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill on red. Silver.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Etienne. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Hey, go.
Etienne once more. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fred on red. Hey, I'm gun.
Now Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a...
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Golden Eagles offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for the touchdown. Brian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Golden Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock. Now let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Let's go.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
Let's go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And they take a knee. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for L.A. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
Go, go. Lisa 24. Go, go.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were